All right. Hi. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. I am making tacos tonight.
That's
Huh?
fantastic. That sounds good. Tacos always sound good.
Your favorite.
I,
Marina, your
yeah. So
reception
can
is
you guys
not
tell?
very good. I don't think you're in a good area.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So I was just gonna say, as you can tell, if you're watching the live, I'm actually not. What do you call it? Well, I'm remote, but I think also there's a bad reception. Is it better or still bad?
Better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, that's okay. So shall we get started?
Yes. Okay, we can get started. So, what are we going to talk about today?
No. So I was totally gonna ask you to we're gonna talk about vendoo. Yeah. So vendoo is a cross listing platform. But before we get into that, let's introduce ourselves. So my name is Marina.
I am Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna have to display the comments, Michelle. I don't think I can on my end there. Yeah, so my name is Marina, and this is Michelle, who I do these lives with. This is a complete stranger. I barely know her. Just kidding. We know each other quite well. In fact, we live together. But we started reselling 2 years ago, and we realized that it was a perfect way for someone who has like a full-time jobs or pretty big jobs, day jobs, to be able to manage on the side to make extra cash. And the really cool thing about it is that you can do most of it from home. Actually, you could do the whole thing from home if you wanted to. But so this program, we're going to talk to you about a program tonight. And so this program will help you list one item. Like, let's say that you find an item that you want to sell from your closet or wherever you find it. You want to sell it online. You want to get as much exposure as possible so you have more opportunities for people to see your item and buy it, right? So we use this software called Vendoo, vendoo.co, and it has helped our life tremendously. So, like, basically, we can list one item on several platforms. We're actually going to show you how to do that tonight. We're going to go through exactly how to list an item across multiple platforms. So, Bill said, "Wow, shots fired already. Going to be a good live." Is there shots? What kind of shots? I'm confused.
So Marina, your video is very like staticky, just so you know.
Okay, the video. How about the audio?
Audio is in and out sometimes, but it's not that bad. Just
Oh, got it. Okay. Sorry
all
about
right.
that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do the talking and then you can kind of chime in. I'll do most of it.
Sure, you got it.
So, alrighty. Perfect. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So today's topic is really how to use vendoo cross-listing tool. As Marina mentioned, vendoo is basically a website. It's a platform where you can list your items on multiple platforms. So if you are a reseller and you want to list on eBay and you have an Etsy account, you have a Poshmark account, what we used to do was we used to just hop on each platform, and upload the photos and put the description in and then list the item. And it takes so much time. And so I remember when we started reselling, I was like, man, I wish there was like a tool, a website that could do it and from one stop shop kind of thing. And vendoo was something we discovered. So just an overview of the marketplace and platforms that they currently allow you to list on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, Etsy, Grail, Tradesy, and they just added Citizen. What do you think of that, Marina?
I think that's awesome because we have been neglecting Citizen because we don't have an easy way to list items. So now we don't have any excuse.
100%. I'm actually looking forward to listing there because I tried listing on Citizen and it wasn't a great experience if I remember correctly. And so, we are going to list a lot of kids' items now. So, do you want to let's quickly go through these platforms because maybe some people don't know what they are. So Poshmark, really mostly you could sell clothes on there. They now allow you to list. Hey, so the folks from vendoo's here. So now they allow you to list more items like home goods, some hard goods. eBay, I think everyone knows what eBay is. Mercari, you can pretty much list everything on Mercari. Depop is really catering to the Gen Z millennials, Gen Z more population, and you list clothes on Depop. Etsy, as we know, is handcrafted items and vintage items. Grailed is you can list men's clothing on Grailed. Tradesy is women's clothing, and then Citizen is obviously for kids and babies. Marina, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
What's up?
Do you want to add to it? Do you have anything to add?
No, I think everything you said was good. I was wondering though, I know Bill from last that I heard, he also uses vendoo. So I was just wondering, like what if there's any new, not that there isn't enough already. 8 platforms is a lot. We were just grateful when we first started. We started with the Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, I think during beta, and we were grateful for that. We were ecstatic when Etsy jumped on. We have our hands full with everything that they have. I am wondering though, of all the platforms, I've heard really good things about Facebook Marketplace. And then also I'm curious about Shopify. Shopify is really hot right now because all the competition on Amazon, and those are just my things that I'm curious about. So that's it.
Yeah.
No, great work.
Yeah, I'm really excited how the vendoo platform has kind of expanded to multiple platforms. So we're really excited to see what's next. I'm sure they're working hard on coming up with the new features. So in case you are not on vendoo, here is sort of their pricing plan. You could list 5 new items for free. And then you could, the next level would be $9 a month for 25 items, $20 a month for 125 new items, $30 for 250 items, $50 for 600 items, $100 for 2,000 new items. I don't know. You're probably going to have to list every second to get to 2,000 new items. And then $150 for 4,000 new items. This is probably you're going to have 10 people listing at the same time. So from there, you could also choose add-ons. They have these features called importing, delist and relist, and a fourth marketplace. So very, very simple. Importing, basically, if you have an existing listing on eBay, let's say, you could import that listing to the vendoo platform. That way, you don't have to kind of take all the information and redo everything. It's really, really simple. You could also delist and relist, meaning, let's say you sold an item and you need to take that item off of other platforms. There is a delist feature. Of course, relisting is important to kind of boost your listing up. So there is a relisting feature. So that's pretty much it. Anything else to add, Marina?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like 2,000 new items a month. It may seem like a lot for a part timer or a new person, but I think what is that? It's like 30 items a day. It's actually not. It's not bad if you're like a seasoned reseller. So I think
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. Those are options. Yeah, maybe if you do the 4,000, you're a full-time reseller, right? So this, I love the way they do their plans. It's really cool how you can just pull and do add-ons. Like the importing tool is nice, where you could just, I believe you could just put everything, your inventory, in a spreadsheet. Is that right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is where you import things you already have from eBay or from one platform, correct,
Correct. Yes.
Michelle?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
something
So that's
that I
cool.
sorry,
That's
something that I
really genius.
go ahead. Sorry, Marina.
Oh no, I was saying that's genius. That feature is genius, because if you already are selling, it's like, instead of starting from square one, you're gonna pull the inventory that you have on one of your spaces already. So that's pretty genius. The other feature we love was the delist feature, where you sell an item, you can delist from all the platforms. That was really, really useful. And so a clarification here from vendoo, that the fourth marketplace add-on is now all marketplaces. Oh, good to know. That's fantastic. Thanks for the update on that, vendoo. We
That's
appreciate that.
totally worth it. Yeah, it's totally worth it. I want to mention another thing that is awesome is the inventory page. So, and keep in mind, these are all new items, right? So let's say you listed 1,000 items in the past couple of months. Those 1,000 items are going to be in the vendoo platform. So the pricing that you're seeing are all new items. So if you add new items, that's count as one, and then so forth. So that's a feature that I absolutely love, because you are building an inventory system within the platform.
Yeah, I just gotta say, the folks at vendoo, they provide a lot of value. We absolutely we love the company, we love the folks there. And yeah, I mean, how cool is that, that you don't have to worry about, like, how many items am I paying for that are in the inventory every month, but it's like, whatever you bank on there, it stays on there, which is nice, and you could just continue adding on. I absolutely love that feature.
All right, we want to do a shout out to Alejandra Vasquez. Welcome. All right, so how does it work? This is just a quick overview, which we're going to kind of do a little demonstration after this slide. So the first thing is, obviously, I think it would be beneficial if you have multiple accounts on different platforms, right? Because that's really the intent of this tool. So number one is really have multiple accounts. Accounts on multiple platforms. So eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, whichever account you have, open them if you want to expand and diversify your exposure. And then the second thing is sync your account on these platforms to vendoo. So that's the first step, is really to sync everything, so you could easily list the item. So number three, you gotta add your photos, add the description. It's the same process as if you're listing on the platform, except you are just on one website. And the next thing is, go through each platform and list. And then the last thing is, once the item is sold, click sold. All you need to do is really click sold, and it'll automatically delist the items on the other platforms. Anything?
You can't get any more seamless than that.
Correct.
That's just perfect.
Yeah, and it's also easy. There's a search function. So like this morning, I was trying to figure out if something is sold. You can type in the search bar and it'll pop up automatically. You could easily find your item, if it's sold or not. So I absolutely love the feature. You could also sort your items by date. So if you want to start relisting, you can sort them from oldest to newest. So the oldest ones would be on top, and you kind of relist from there. That's something I do. Or if you want to, let's say it's winter season, you want to list jackets, you can type in the keyword jackets, and you can relist all those items. So there's so many things you could do. All right. So Marina, do you want to share your experience with vendoo so far?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I touched on it a bit, but the experience all around has been 100%. The four founders at vendoo that we've had a chance to talk to a couple of them before in one of our previous podcasts, and they're just such amazing, business people, just really good people, hardworking people. They listen to us, and we really appreciate that. It really makes for an amazing product. That's, also they resell, so they really know, like, what we're going through as resellers, like the issues that we come across. I have nothing but excellent things to say, and that's why we use vendoo. We've tried competitors, and for us, this is the best. And that's, yeah, in my opinion. How about you, Michelle?
Oh my God. I mean, vendoo really saved my life in a way because, instead of uploading photos like 5 times, you got to watch your computer load when the photos are uploaded. You only need to do it once. So I absolutely love this tool. It saved me so much time. At the same time, it allows you to sell your products faster in a way because you are really exposed on the internet when people look for you. If you are on multiple platforms, that's always an advantage because the SEO, will be more effective that way.
Yeah, and I also recommend, like, we used to have a VA, a virtual assistant, and she did a pretty good job, and she did work that we just didn't have time to do. Thanks to vendoo, we're able to save some money on our business and use the software. Now, granted, like, we're doing it, but it's okay, because our business is small, and with us putting in the keywords, putting in the pictures, like, then we are paying attention to the details, right? And putting in a good picture, putting in the correct long tail keywords in your titles, and in the correct information to your description is so important. So actually taking that responsibility as, we're like basically like solopreneurs. It's important. It's very important to, well, and pairing it with this beautiful software, it gives you an advantage as a seller.
Yeah, and I
That's
want
all
to
I got to
make
say
a
about
note
that.
that I
We can
want
go
to
to the
make a
next.
note that I want to make a note that we didn't get paid by vendoo to promote them. We're truly advocates of this tool. So we want to make sure that, we're not trying to advertise because we got paid. This is really an authentic testimonial for them. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is we will start doing a little demonstration. So I will start from, I'm going to start sharing my
So
screen.
Michelle's actually gonna, you're actually gonna list an item live right now, right? And walk everyone through the
Correct.
process.
I will, yes.
Do you?
So
Okay, perfect.
is it okay?
Yeah, so we can see it really well. So keep in mind, we do upload our YouTube lives to our, the Flippin' Gal podcast, which is available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. So just a quick reminder, Michelle, if you don't mind, as you are listing, if you wouldn't mind being as descriptive as possible while you are listing.
Okay, I will do my best. So
All
first
right,
of
thank you.
all, you go to vendoo.co. That is their URL. It's very easy to navigate. And then you're going to log in. So, of course, you have to set up an account first and then log in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on New Item. That's on the upper right corner. So we are going to list a vintage Disney jacket today. All right. So obviously, you got to have your pictures ready. You got to have your description ready, or you can write a description. So, but how I do it is, I would have the description ready and just copy and paste. So all you need to do first thing is really to upload the photos. So you're going to drag the photos and drop the images into vendoo. You can rearrange the photos as well. So these are all my photos. And then you go into title, right? What are you going to write for the title? So I have it here ready. So this is a Walt Disney vintage women's 2XL 100% leather jacket blazer. This is a really, really awesome jacket. It's got, you know, Mickey Mouse on the logo. It's embossed on the pockets. Super cool jacket. And then you're going to go into brand. So there is a drop-down menu that shows you what brand they are. As soon as you start typing Disney, the name Disney will pop up. All right. Following so far, Marina? Okay.
I am. Yes,
The
I
next
am.
thing, okay, the next thing is condition. So there is new with tag, new without tag. You're going to do pre-owned. And we're going to, and keep in mind you can add some hashtags here, right? So we're going to do Disney jackets, you know, Disney clothing.
I would do Disney leather jacket or leather jacket. Disneyland. Is this Disneyland? Is that what you said in the title?
Yes.
Disneyland, right?
Yes.
Disneyland jacket.
Okay. Disneyland jacket. All right. So we've got a couple of hashtags. This is just for us to show how it works. So also you could put some internal notes. So for example, you know, let's say you source this for $12. You can put in $12. You can put whatever notes you want in here. This is for internal use. Next thing is you select the category. So as soon as you hit category, there is a search menu. So what I'm going to do is do women's jacket, and the category would pop up. So I'm going to pick women's clothing, coats, jackets, and vests. That's the right category. The package weight is obviously it's the same thing as you list on each platform. This jacket is probably at 2 pounds. Package dimension is usually 15 by 11 by 1. That's usually standard for clothing. And then you put the list price there. So we're going to do $145. That's it. So once you hit save, you're going to go to the platforms that you want to list now. So you're going to go to eBay. First thing, eBay, you're going to fill out. It's going to pre-fill most of the information for you.
Sorry, Michelle, I'm going to down really fast. The one part that's missing is when you, I'm maybe not missing, but when you linked everything on the screen, on the left-hand side, there's a list of all of the platforms that vendoo gives you access to, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then you can tell by there's like a default drop down menu that says not listed, meaning you can list on there because you have an account linked to that platform. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so basically, okay, so I'm just trying to follow. So then automatically by default in the order of the little box and the platforms, you're going to have a screen where you have to finalize because every platform requires different little key details to each item, correct? So it's just going to keep popping up. You're just going to click okay, 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 or something one by one, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we are still on the eBay platform. We're going to put in the size. This is 2XL. We're going to put in the style. I'm not sure what style this jacket is. It's more like a blazer, right? I'm going to type in blazer. And then size type is a regular size. So everything is you can also change the setting of your default settings of your shipping. So it's easy and you don't have to do anything. So basically the shipping information is pre-filled. The package weight is pre-filled. The dimensions pre-filled. And then you hit the button, list on eBay. There you go. So you just listed on eBay. Okay, now we're going to move on to Etsy. So as soon as you click on Etsy, you know, they're everything is filled already pretty much. And then Etsy allows you to put in up to 13 hashtags. So that's something you got to do is just add some more hashtags in there. And then you got to choose the right category within Etsy. So it's vintage clothing. So let's see, women's clothes. There you go. And then we're going to do blazers and suits. Okay. And then also Etsy, you have these pre-filled shipping profile, and that's separately you have to set up on Etsy. So that's that's another conversation, but you could select the shipping profile that you like, and then if you have information that is not completely filled, it's going to give you an error message, meaning you're not ready to list. In this case, it's telling me my tag has more than 20 letters. So apparently the limit on hashtags for Etsy is less than 20 letters. So I will delete that hashtag and I'm going to hit list on Etsy. So we've listed on 2 platforms already instead of like going to the website and like doing this all over again. And I'm not going to show you the rest, but literally you could list on all the platforms. And as soon as you list the item on the left side, it's going to tell you when it's listed or when it's not listed. Is that clear, Marina? Did I explain it correctly?
Yeah, it's clear to me. I don't know if anyone has questions. You're welcome to ask questions to Michelle. She's a listing queen. She can list 17 items in about an hour and a half on all of the platforms. So yeah, if you have any questions or you want any tips on listing for Michelle, that 17 number we got from Bill, which is the magic number for listing every day to get your sales going. So again, just honestly, Michelle, like you showed me something that I thought was much more complicated than it really looks. It looks so simple. I love how it just pops up on its own. You don't have to leave the page because that would be super annoying.
Yeah.
So it's lovely. I can't wait to do it myself.
I do want to show one more thing. So we did a demonstration on how to list a new item. We want to do another demonstration on how to list. Let's say we want to relist, a pair of. We got a lot of stuff here. Let's say we want to relist a pair of shorts. I don't know. Here we're gonna let's say this item has been on there for. It has a date too for a couple good months now, right? And you want to like, okay, this is stale. This listing is probably stale. I want to relist it. So what you do is go to that listing. You hit delist on eBay. And then it's delisting right now.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you said go to the listing. How do you go to the listing?
So you could do a search, right? So in this case, I want to relist these North Face.
Sorry, how did you the inventory page? I noticed you went to the inventory. Yeah, how did you get there?
Oh, it's on the homepage. As soon as you log in, you're there.
No, but so we went from listing, right? And so how do you get to your inventory page?
You just hit the inventory button. Inventory.
Okay, so it looks like a tag, right?
Correct.
On the top of the screen, because remember we're talking for those who are on the podcast. So at the top left of the screen, there's a little tag icon, and that's where you click so you can access your listings or your inventory. Sorry, that's so. But in order to go there, you said you have to click on the vendoo logo to take you home. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alrighty, and then so we have delisted on eBay. Let's say I want to jump to Poshmark because it's still listed on Poshmark. All you need to do is delist it, hit the delist button all the way on the bottom, confirm the delisting, and vendoo is delisting it for you. And then let's say, okay, now I'm ready to relist it. All you need to do is hit the relist button, and it'll list a product again. Is that crazy?
That is so easy. Like, how can you not relist every day, right? And increase your sales? My question is, when you relist, so you know how you pay for a number of listings, when you relist an item, does that you know, does that count as a new listing?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
Correct.
good to
Yes. But you know, a new listing is across multiple platforms. A new listing is not eBay one listing, Poshmark one listing. That's not. It's per item, basically.
Oh no, I understand. Yeah. No, but it, you know, because you're paying per listing is
Correct.
pricing formula. No, I totally understand that it's going to go across platforms. This is a cross listing software program. But I was thinking, then we may see, then it's easy. It's easy to get the higher number plans because we should be relisting. We should have new listings every day. We should have some relistings as well. So
Oh,
that's,
hang on. Vendoo clarified. I was wrong.
oh, that,
Relisting does not count as a new item. I'm so glad you're here.
oh. So, okay, so it doesn't count as a new item. Relisting
Wow.
doesn't count as one of your new listings in each month's plan.
That's crazy. I keep thinking
Okay,
it does.
excellent. Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, this is good to know. And then we should relist away every single day, everyone. We should be doing this every single day. Like, it's so easy. Michelle just showed us how easy that was. You know, there should be no excuse. Relist every day, every morning. Have your cup of coffee and relist. We're going to have to do a challenge on this. So
I
a
also
little more clarification.
go ahead.
Vendy said, we only count items that are added to your inventory. So thank you for clarifying on that. And so
Mm,
once it's in your inventory, you can delist and relist as much as you want.
wow,
Okay.
awesome. Thanks for telling us. I did not know that at all. Like zero clue. I've been using you guys for a while, so I am so happy to hear that. All
Me too. I
right.
do a new daily morning routine. I'm going to hop on this on Vendoo tomorrow morning. Every single morning, I'm going to be relisting. And I haven't, you know, this is the first time I actually see how the process works because, as I mentioned, Michelle is our listing queen, but I'm going to be the relisting queen, if you don't mind.
Do it. I do want to give some kudos also to Vendoo for adding the new platforms. We normally don't sell on Grailed, and you know, our sales have picked up a little bit. And you know, we started listing on Grailed, and we sold, and even Depop. So we sold a few items on Depop, a few items on Grailed. So thank you so much for doing that. We can't wait till you add more platforms. So really appreciate you guys. Okay. Alrighty. So that was that. Do you have anything else to add, Marina, before
Do you
we
have our meme?
go? I do
Is
have
our meme next?
our meme is next. Yes.
Got it. No, I don't. I just look, I have to tell you, I'm the kind of person that if there's something new in my head, it's overwhelming. And to just, you know, we should have done this a long time ago, I feel like, Michelle. But you sitting down and showing us how easy it is to use this software, no joke. I can't wait to hop on tomorrow morning and make it a routine and see how it's going to affect our sales. So I'm so glad we did this today. I'm
Yay!
ready for the
Awesome.
meme now.
You're ready for the meme.
Yes, ma'am.
so, so the
Okay.
meme. I mean, I can relate to this. I don't know about you guys, but the meme says has this guy. You know, he's kind of really happy on the left side, and it says, "I won the auction." And then on the right is a picture of him crying, but at what cost? So sometimes it's good not to bid on eBay. Um, I I remember as a seller, you would watch people have a bidding war, and people are so focused on winning that they forgot what price they pay.
Oh my goodness, we do this too all the time. It happens to the best of us. We bid on items on online estate sales. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. It's exciting to win, and then sometimes it's too expensive. So
Yeah,
that was a
I do have one quick story. I remember I was selling a gift card from Cheesecake Factory, And I think the gift card was like $100, but it was, I put it on at 99 cents. And because of the auction, people were bidding and it went over $100.
Okay, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but people just want to win.
Maybe it was a gift, so it was worth it, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good story. Well, we've come to the end of our live today, and we appreciate all of you for hopping on with us. We hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday night. Michelle and I will be enjoying tacos because it's Taco Tuesday. So we'll see all of you tomorrow. If you have any requests on topics, what you would like to hear, we're more than happy to do the legwork for you and research a topic and have a conversation on YouTube, youtube.com/flippinggals.
Yes.
So thanks again for joining. Hope everyone has a wonderful night.
Thank you.
See
Good night.
tomorrow.
Bye.